If you're a Berberine skeptic, or you're suspicious of all the claims that it can help you finally lose some stubborn body fat, improve your blood sugar, and decrease inflammation, keep watching. Because in this video, I'm sharing the real-life weight loss success story of Kylie, a big fan and member of our YouTube community. And I'll even show you how to achieve the same results with the help of functional medicine strategies, including high-quality berberine. Are you struggling to lose body fat? Does it seem like no matter what you eat or how much you work out, you just can't move that scale in the right direction? Maybe you're noticing other troubling changes like rising blood sugars, stress on your joints or spine, or other signs of chronic inflammation, and you aren't sure what to do next. It can be tough to know what really works and what's just a gimmick. If this sounds familiar, you're in the right place for a few reasons. First of all, because a functional medicine approach is the very best way to optimize your health and get back to a healthy body fat percentage. Secondly, on this channel, everything that I recommend is backed by science. If we're talking about a food plan, a supplement, or a lifestyle strategy, it's got peer-reviewed research behind it. But sometimes research articles and textbook quotes only go so far. You want to see real results from someone who's been in your shoes. Well, you're in luck because I'm about to share a very real, very exciting success story from Kylie, a member of our YouTube community who used my favorite berberine nutraceutical to shed 30 pounds in just a few months. But before we get to Kylie's transformation, it's important for you to know what berberine is and what it does in the body to help support healthy fat loss. Don't worry, I'll make this part quick because I know you're dying to hear about Kylie's success and apply these same strategies for yourself. Berberine is one of the more popular nutraceuticals to enter the weight loss conversation, with some folks even calling it nature's Ozempic, following the recent explosion of GLP-1 weight loss drugs. But there's nothing new about berberine. It's been on the health scene for thousands of years, and there's a lot of great evidence demonstrating its benefits. A natural compound found in plants like golden seal, Oregon grape, tree turmeric, and barberry, berberine has loads of science behind it. A quick literature search reveals over 20,000 research articles published about berberine since 2020 alone, with hundreds of thousands before that. Here's one highlight from all that research. According to a 2012 meta-analysis of 14 different studies, including more than 1,000 people, berberine was able to help with blood sugar control as much as the common diabetes medication metformin, and with far fewer side effects. Berberine helps keep blood sugars and insulin levels from being too high or too low. Instead, it keeps them in the range of just right. When your blood sugar stays balanced, it not only helps your body burn stored fats, but it helps prevent type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol. This group of symptoms, including increased fat around the midsection, is known as metabolic syndrome, and it results in chronic disease, disability, and even death. Speaking of metabolism, berberine has been shown to activate a regulatory compound called adenosine monophosphate kinase, or AMPK, which is known as the master metabolic switch in fat and muscle cells. Improving metabolism on a cellular level improves insulin sensitivity and reduces fat accumulation in the body, which is especially important because your metabolism tends to slow down with age and decline along with hormones like testosterone and even thyroid hormone. The biggest reason that folks are comparing berberine to drugs like Ozempic has to do with a hormone made in your gut called glucagon-like peptide 1, or GLP-1, and its impact on hunger signals in your body. When you eat, the GLP-1 hormone sends a signal to your pancreas that causes the release of insulin, which tells your cells to take in glucose from your blood, lowering your blood sugar. This is why GLP-1 agonist medications like Ozempic were originally developed to treat type 2 diabetes, a condition where your cells become resistant to insulin's actions over time. GLP-1 hormone also improves satiety, or the sense that you've had enough to eat, by activating certain areas of your brain. That's why it can help lower appetite and curb cravings. GLP-1 slows down how quickly food moves from your stomach to your intestines, a process called gastric emptying. This keeps you feeling full longer, so you eat less, which can result in weight loss for some people. GLP-1 agonist medications don't stimulate the release of GLP hormone by your cells. Instead, they mimic the effects of GLP-1 hormone by activating the same receptors as your homemade hormones. Instead of working with your body to help your gut make more GLP-1 on its own, these medications hijack the system, giving you exponentially increased GLP-1 activity without your body actually making more of it. This is how drugs like Ozempic can result in such fast, dramatic weight loss. Unfortunately, for some people, it can also result in very negative side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. One study reported that 50% of patients taking GLP-1 agonists experienced nausea while taking them. And because you're not assessing and addressing the reasons that your own gut isn't making enough GLP-1 to help you lose weight, you're stuck taking the meds for the rest of your life. A 2022 study showed that participants who discontinued GLP-1 agonist treatment gained most of their weight back within 1 year. But this doesn't mean that supporting your body's production of GLP-1 hormone is a bad idea. It can absolutely help you lose weight, balance your blood sugar, prevent chronic disease, and even feel better digestively, not worse. As you may have already guessed, berberine is a great GLP-1 booster. One meta-analysis showed that just 1 gram of concentrated berberine significantly lowered cholesterol, BMI, weight, fasting glucose, hemoglobin A1C, and other metabolic markers. Now that you have a good overview of the science behind berberine, let's talk about Kylie. She started taking berberine after gaining significant weight during pregnancy. After giving birth, she weighed 268 pounds. As a single mom, she was terrified for her health and afraid that something would happen to her and she wouldn't be able to care for her son. Kylie had worked with a nutritionist in the past, and while she was able to lose a few pounds by eating high-protein meals with lots of vegetables, she was still left with a deep sense of despair and worry that she'd never be able to lose the weight. As luck would have it, she found my video about the benefits of berberine just as she was about to see her nurse practitioner to discuss weight loss medications. Here's what she said about the video. Quote, "It stood out to me because of how informative and evidence-based it was. I usually don't follow affiliate links, but something about your presentation made me feel like I could trust your recommendation. So I ordered the brand you linked through FullScript." And just so you know, there's a link in the video description where you can also order my trusted berberine support through my online dispensary, and you'll even get a nice discount. Back to our story. As I suggested, Kylie started out with 500 milligrams per day of practitioner-grade berberine to avoid gastrointestinal side effects. After just 4 days of adding berberine to her routine, she dropped 4 pounds. But she also started to feel other improvements too. Quote, "So far, I have had 0 bloating, gas, or loose bowels. I feel this burst of energy. My skin feels like it looks better. And I went from eating 3 healthy meals a day to 2 healthy meals a day." Gradually, she increased her dose to 1,000 milligrams per day, and after 4 weeks, she dropped to 256 pounds. That's over 10 pounds of weight loss in 4 weeks after being stuck at a plateau for months. Kylie also took the crucial steps to support healthy fat loss with her food choices. She started intermittent fasting and adopted a mostly low-carb, low-sugar diet. She typically fasted every other day, skipping breakfast and lunch, and focused on nutrient-dense, balanced meals during her open window. Since starting her berberine journey on December 21, 2024, she's gone from 268 pounds to 238 pounds as of May 3, 2025. And she's not stopping there. While she doesn't have a specific goal weight, she does have a body fat goal. Her last measurement in 2023 was 46%, and she's aiming for 25 to 30% body fat. Quote, "Berberine has truly been a game changer," she said. "I've gained back energy and confidence and even returned to playing sports. My clothes are melting off, and I finally feel like myself again. I want to sincerely thank you for creating that video and recommending a high-quality brand. If it weren't for you, I don't believe I would have had the success I've experienced. I could not be more thrilled for Kylie's success and proud of her persistence. And I'm truly grateful that she was willing to share her story so that you might also find hope and inspiration. And if that wasn't enough, Kylie is even paying it forward. After 2 weeks of trying Berberine, her mom is also feeling great. If you've been on the fence about adding Berberine to your wellness routine because you wondered if it really worked, I hope you feel encouraged to try it. If you already have tried a supplement with Berberine and you felt it didn't help you, or you experienced negative side effects, you might want to give it another try. Quality is really important and makes a big difference in this case. You need to make sure you're taking a practitioner-grade, standardized extract containing berberine HCl, not just some smashed-up golden seal plant. And dose is important as well. I outline all of this in my free functional fat loss trio checklist, so be sure to grab your copy via the link in the video description for all my specific suggestions, including that link to my full script dispensary where you can take advantage of the discount. One more thing to remember, healthy weight loss takes time. Berberine is not the same as Ozempic, and it is not a singular strategy for weight loss. Food choices, movement, stress, and many other factors need to be considered as well. That said, if you're on a health improvement journey with diet and lifestyle, but are still struggling with blood sugar, cholesterol, or weight loss resistance, Berberine can help give you a boost in the right direction. Just ask Kylie. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and hopeful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. It helps support the work I do and also helps more people find the functional medicine strategies that they need to optimize their health. And be sure to sign up for the Functional Fat Loss Trio checklist. I've put the link in the video description so you can grab your copy. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.